I've received the best news in the world today and also the worst news in the world today. So let's start off with the good news. For those people who haven't been watching my videos since the very beginning, I'm dating a wonderful girl called Alejandra. Alejandra's not currently on board this ship, she's on board a different ship, the Sky Princess. So the idea is that I'm now here on the Island Princess. We would like nothing more than to bring her here for her next contract. And it's looking very, very good today that that's going to be the case. My good friend down in the guest services department here on the island has said he thinks he can do it. So that is fantastic news. So I can't wait to be reunited with my little Mexican potato. That's going to be so good to be back together again and to be able to explore the world together. That's what this is all about. Which brings us to the bad email. I received an email today which basically said I can't do the ports I really wanted to do on this cruise. Now, when you work on a cruise ship, most people of rank have got to do something called IPM, which stands for In-Port Manning. In-Port Manning is exactly what it sounds like. You have to man the ship when it's in port, just in case something goes wrong and an emergency is declared. The theory behind it is that when you're in port, most people are off the ship and not on the ship, therefore you don't need a full complement of crew to man the ship if the worst happens. Now, it would kind of suck if the same person had this duty all the time, so it gets rotated around the managers. So up here we have the rotation. I am under card number A. I am the onboard sales manager on board this ship. It's a really fancy title, I know, but that is who I am. So all of the ports marked with an A are the ports that I miss. And check out some of these ports we got now. I missed Pago Pago in American Samoa. That was a bit of a shame, but I wasn't that gutted because it was a really hot day, so be it, no problem. Taronga is one of our ports of call coming up soon. Annoying because Taronga is Hobbiton. Hobbiton I wanted to do, and of course I now can't do it if I'm IPM. The tour is full anyway, so not a huge deal, but that is a bit of a shame. Then we've got it in New Plymouth. Now again, I don't particularly know what's in New Plymouth, I'll be honest, so I don't particularly mind missing that. Sydney was one I really didn't want to get IPM on. I still have friends in Sydney. I would love nothing more than to spend time with my friends and to revisit the place I used to live, so I'm very happy I've not got it in Sydney. But then I've got it in Arley Beach. Now Arley Beach is a shame because I wanted to do the Arley Beach, but again, it's not the end of the world. End of the day, the Australian ports I hope to revisit again on an Australian contract. So the Australian, the New Zealand ones, not a huge deal. My issue is the one after that. Komodo Island is the port I really, really wanted to visit on this cruise. It's an incredibly rare port to get. As far as I'm aware, I don't even think Princess go there ever again after this world cruise. They don't do it on next year's world cruise, and it's not a regular port of call, so it might never ever happen again. So that is a bit devastating. I can swap my cards, I can get someone to cover me. I don't particularly like doing that. I'm not a particularly cheeky person. I don't like asking people for favors, and I imagine a lot of the people that are doing this cruise have exactly the same thought process. They want to do it now because they might never do it again. So that is a problem for later on. And I've also got IPM in Phuket as well in Thailand, which is also a little bit annoying. It's not as devastating as Komodo because Phuket I can just do like on a land tour or a cruise as a guest one day, but I highly doubt I'll ever be in the area again with Princess because the ship that usually does the Southeast Asian cruises is a ship called the Diamond Princess, which is a ship I believe I will never get because I don't speak Japanese, and the Diamond is the Japanese market's cruise ship. Other than that, it's been a pretty good day today. I've had a fairly good day in terms of revenue. I spoke to a chap today from Vancouver, and he booked 4 months back to back to back to back to back of Australian cruises. He was doing something like New Zealand, followed by Fiji, followed by another New Zealand cruise, then doing like the Barrier Reef, the west coast of Australia, then doing the south coast, Tasmania and Melbourne, and then going trans-Pacific back to America through Tahiti and Hawaii, and it looked so good. 4 months of back-to-back cruising. That's how I want to retire. I'm now going to go downstairs back to my cabin, chill for a little while, because we have a glow party tonight. We're having like a neon glow stick sort of paint and stuff party downstairs in the crew rec tonight. So that's going to be kind of cool as well. See you tomorrow after one Diet Coke.